ACG episode 8 to the world.
Welcome back to Armchair Gaffers. This is our new segment where we look at the weekend's Premier League results. Here with myself, Jess, to the left of me. Further down the line, we've got Scorch, and then we've got SB in the house, ragged up.
Again.
Ragging, caping, love it. So yeah, we are addressing a few notable results. We'll fly through every result in the Prem so far. As we are recording this, Arsenal playing Aston Villa and they are drawing 0-0. Another controversial VAR decision as you'd expect.
Sure.
We're going to start off with Everton versus Man United. United ran out 3-1 winners at Goodison Park in a much-needed win, which again relieves some of the undoubted pressure on Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. A Bruno Fernandes brace and assist for Cavani's first goal in United colours were enough to secure the 3 points after Everton took an early lead thanks to Bernardo. Ole's post-match conference was action-packed with an uncharacteristic outburst about fixture congestion.
Have you ever seen an angry hobbit before? It's a little angry little hobbit.
So yeah, he's moaning about fixture congestion. Everton had no such exertions or excuses for looking equally laboured in parts. The defeat to Man United was Everton's third in a row. The first time Ancelotti has lost 3 on the bounce since November 2006 with AC Milan. Thoughts on the games yesterday?
Well,
Okay.
As the bubble burst.
I want to say that I'm going to go back to 2019-20 season.
Okay.
There was a player who started the season, lit up the Premier League. His name was Timo Pukki.
Oh.
Is Dominic Calvert-Lewin...
No.
Hey, we are not
Let me
doing that.
finish.
We are not going to do that.
Pookie.
But anyway, no, we can't stop you. Jess, please continue with your train of thought.
Is Dominic Calvert-Lewin a 1 month wonder like Timo Pukki?
That's ridiculous.
That's
Ridiculous. I'm not even answering that.
It's just a question.
And can we not eat grapes on the
Yeah,
mic?
sounding
And we're not
wild.
even, what are we doing?
I just
Continental.
Christ.
It should be noted that the 3 losses coincide with Richarlison's 3-match ban after his late sending off in the Merseyside derby. Everton have failed to win a Premier League game without Richarlison, recording 4 draws and 4 losses. I'd probably say, it's fair to say the honeymoon is over. Where do we think it's going wrong for Everton?
I'll tell you what I do feel like. I feel like when I see Sigurdsson, it just looks
Bad
like
things
the
happen.
old Everton. It's not even like he does mad things. I just feel like,
slows it down, doesn't
Yeah,
it?
it's a
I
bit
think
old Everton.
Sigurdsson's a good player in theory, but in practice, he's just...
Yeah.
And the sad thing is, you ain't got a bad word to say about Sigurdsson. Really, he's a lovely guy.
Sig
but
Dutty.
Some great highlights.
Wait,
Yeah.
do you know what I
Great
would say?
technique.
Do you know what I would say? Yeah, as the game was going on, was we on the headset?
Yeah, we
I think
was.
it was on the headset, and so the game was just rolling through smoothly. It was nice little contest, whatever. And I was like, look at him. I could just see Pickford itching to do something mad.
Yes.
Hey, people think I'm onto Pickford. I'm just saying what I see. I said to the man then, bro, I can see like he looks.
Erratic.
He's ready to do. He wants to do something. You get me?
Yes.
Lo and behold, Harry Maguire. He went for the head kick, didn't quite get it.
But he caught him with the
Body shot.
Yeah.
right in the gut.
So he was brought back in
Victim done.
yesterday, replaced Olsen. Overall, would you say we're happy with Pickford's performance? Any glaring errors bar that one?
He kicked him.
He should have been a penalty.
Was that a pen?
Yes.
You can't.
After
do
the whole Van
karate.
Dijk, after the
hell?
whole Van Dijk scandal about everyone having this sort of opinion that
Uh-huh.
it should have been a penalty. It should have been.
I've got a thought on it, I
Go on
think due to the chaos and carnage and people sending him death threats and going on his missus' Instagram and saying, we got your address, blah, blah, blah. I genuinely think they
Gave him a black.
gave him a massive
blood
blow
him, yeah.
and let him off
Yeah.
because he just probably doesn't need that stress for another 2-3 weeks of his life. It's probably not good for his mental
especially after Southgate backed him as his
yeah.
number
He's
one.
England's not. He's got
Yeah.
no competition.
Yeah.
What do you think of that? Is that a
what is
lie
that
or?
about?
Deontay Wilder.
I mean, like Southgate, he's what?
He's moving mad.
I
Do you
can't-
know what's
I
mad? And you
can't.
see at the start, Southgate, I was kind of like with it a bit. I was interested, and now it's like now you're becoming an England manager. Now.
Yep.
You're starting to do England manager stuff.
Flashbacks. We're getting I've got PTSD from former managers and stuff like this. Everton.
The Ollie trend. Sorry, I was just going to say the Ollie trend continues. Continues. When he needs a result,
Pulls it out of the bag.
Didn't I say last week he turned Super Saiyan?
Yeah, you did.
I said it last week.
You did. I was going to say, Everton have conceded as many goals as bottom table Sheffield United.
Wow.
They tried to bring in Mason Holgate yesterday to see if that would change their fortunes, and unfortunately it didn't. Ancelotti said he wasn't impressed with Mason Holgate's performance and the defence as a whole played poorly.
That's one thing I noticed. Was Mina injured?
No, he was warming up vigorously.
Wasn't injured.
Did he come on? He didn't come on, did
Didn't
he?
come on.
Oh my god!
They're
They made
not-
him do the whole 100 miles per hour
And
down
do you
the
know what?
sideline.
Because it was the warm up area, it was quite tight, and United were warming up behind the Everton goal, and they said no, you can't do that. He was actually warming up on the pitch.
But I don't like.
He tried. He tried.
Yeah, I don't,
He tried.
Yeah, I don't really. I remember looking at the game and thinking to myself, like, what's different here?
Mm-hmm.
And it was that.
Big
Probably
miss.
that. Yeah.
I also think Siggy. I think his best days are behind him.
Yeah.
And I also think that Everton's squad, bar the first 11, isn't great. And I think it's best summed up by them bringing on Cenk Tosun off the bench.
Yeah, I
That's
did
a
think that,
throwback
and I was
to-
like, raw. I was when Tosin came on, and I thought to myself, this is very similar to like, you get me.
Uh-huh.
All of the Allens and Decores and that, all of that stuff starts going out the window
Yeah.
when you draw for Tosin.
And at the same
It's
time, you got Moise Keane scoring goals for fun.
he's starting to bust the net up.
We'll get into that. But overall for Everton, not too worried. I guess Richarlison is back after the international break. Do we think we'll see, Dominic Calvert-Lewin firing again?
Everton doing Everton things.
Oh no, Calvert-Lewin. Yeah, no, yeah. Like SB just said, Everton doing Everton things. Like this is. We need to get over this thing where the season starts where, oh my god, this is the team. Let's give it till at least the turn of the year.
I think Everton have shown us their hand when you look at it from an aspect of it's quite simple.
Yeah.
Richarlison gone, 3 games lost.
Yeah. Simple.
Where at the start of the season, I'm assuming that trend will continue.
Fair play. Armchair Gaffers at home, let us know, are Everton a spent force? We're moving on now to Palace versus Leeds. Palace won 4-1 against Leeds. There's so many angles on this one. Eberiche Eze registered first Crystal Palace goal as they thrashed Leeds 4-1 at Selhurst Park. Big up yourself. The Crystal Palace official Twitter page posted a tweet saying, "Welcome Eze," and to me, it definitely felt like yesterday he arrived. This game will also live long in the memory for a contender for worst VAR shout ever. Patrick Bamford's chipped finish was ruled out because of his outstretched arm. Bamford did get his customary goal, but it wasn't enough for Leeds, who were convincingly beaten on the day. Palace now move up to 6th in the league with the victory, 3 points behind leader Southampton, and Leeds drop to 14th. Thoughts on this clash?
Well,
Gone.
I recall a few weeks back I had Eze as one of my ones to watch.
Well done.
Gaffer's
And
doing it once again.
and
We don't miss.
Well, I don't miss, but
Oh, look what he's done.
Separating yourself.
I don't know what I've got to do to get the Scaff of the Week award, but I guess that's not enough. But Eze has got a bag of texts, and no one
Yeah.
told me this. I didn't get the memo, didn't get the telegram. No one told me this kid's got a bag of texts, and he was released from where? Millwall, Arsenal.
Arsenal.
Mate, it's
He was at
madness.
Arsenal.
Yeah, when
Yeah,
he was
younger.
younger. I think it's probably about.
Mate, what have you got
I
to
think he's
do?
13 or 14.
It's madness. Yeah, no, I kind of think now that with him coming through, will Palace be less reluctant to sell Zaha?
Less? What do you mean? They already knocked back an 80 million offer for him.
I'm saying, like, will they be willing to let him go now?
Okay. Oh, so let's
I don't know
reluctant to
who
keep
wants him.
No, because they will get relegated if they do that.
Yeah, they still need him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They can't be fooled with that.
But then, if he was to go, where would he go? I mean, where can Zaha go?
Zaha's ex now.
There
Yeah,
were
it's
the,
done.
there were the Arsenal rumours knocking about, and I remember seeing a video in the very short off season that the footballers had this year. He was in, I think, Mykonos or Dubai, and in the club, you know, you get these kind of LED lights which flash around saying "Happy Birthday,
Yeah.
Dan, Happy 40th," blah blah blah, and it was saying something along the lines of Zaha to Arsenal. And I don't know if his friend was put up to it, and he was looking at it and laughing, and the call never came. So I don't know if he missed the boat, but I think Palace probably suits him at the minute. But I think, yeah, if Eze continues to show these glimpses, they could form a decent little partnership, and it takes some of the weight off Zaha's shoulders as well.
It's funny how like there's just no weight on Townsend's shoulders. Like, why is there no weight on like why is there no weight on his shoulders?
Because we have no or little expectations from him.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it is.
Except to run down the line and cross.
But he did score one
Highlight
of the
reel's
best
crazy.
goals ever
Yeah,
against City.
He was a sly England regular as well.
Yeah.
But just
Oh my God, scoring on his weaker foot, wasn't he?
Yes.
He only scored for England on his
Outrage.
weaker foot.
Outrage.
Yeah.
But hey, can I just say though as well? You know, he is such an underrated baller.
he's just getting by under the radar.
He's an underrated baller, man.
Chips in with goals here and there. I think you could watch him, and some days the game will just totally pass him by.
Yeah.
But on other days, yeah, when he's in the mood, there are glimpses of
When he's in the
a
mood,
half
he's-
decent Prem player there.
do you know what? I got to address the elephant in the room.
I got something here for you.
Go on in.
Leeds have conceded 8 goals in 2 games. Back-to-back 4-1 defeats within six days. Are we worried at all for the best manager in the Prem, Scorch?
No, because I told you, lot, there will be days like this. Yeah, like this is what it is. Like this is what it is. With Bielsa, there's gonna be days like this. He's in the sort of like Ralph Hasenhüttl, in the sense that we said like there's gonna be days when Hasenhüttl gets absolutely slapped
That's the
silly
cost of...
by Tottenham.
Mm-hmm.
But then there's gonna be other days when his team performs to a level that on paper doesn't really look like they're capable of. So I just think man need to I think one of the benefits is that there's no crowd, so there's no one to really be on his back, so they can kind of just put it behind him and just carry on. I think there's more than enough poor teams in the league
They're safe.
for Leeds to stay up.
Yeah, Leeds are currently on 10 points, and West Brom, who are in 18th above Burnley and Sheffield United, sit on 3. So there's a fair bit of breathing space.
And you know what I
between
want to
them
say
and
as well?
relegation worries.
I just want to say as well, like when I was saying Bielsa is one of the best managers, when I was saying Bielsa is one of the best managers in the league, yeah, people was looking at me like I was crazy. Yeah.
Yeah.
They played a few games, then people started talking about Leeds top 6, like started
They
going
became
sick.
the media darlings. They
Yeah,
became
Leeds
sorry.
did it. Listen, when I'm saying Bielsa is for me the best manager in the league, yeah, I'm saying this, and proof of that for me would be if he somehow finishes in the top half, mid-table to top half. That for me is a bonkers achievement. I think.
Yeah.
And I just feel like people need to just be a little bit more, little bit less knee-jerk with the reactions. It's like we've gone from you lot didn't care last year to top 6 to now he's not. Come on.
It needs to level out a bit.
Because if this was somebody else, you know what they would say? They would say, if it was Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, they would say, he needs time.
Time, project,
He needs time.
culture.
Oh, shut up.
Those kind of words. SB, Palace, where do you think they can end up this season? They're doing quite well. They seem very, very solid. Expectations for them?
I think it's
if we're
time
talking about a ceiling.
that they start pushing for the top 6, Palace. I think it's time. I think it's time that they get the right back in. And the reason why I say this, you lot might laugh,
You've
but
got
the
right
reason
there.
why I say this,
Uh-huh.
I don't know if you guys saw the stat. I'm not really a stats man, but this is
Uh-huh.
a big, big stat.
Hit us with the stat.
I think it was from about 2015 or 14. Crystal Palace I think they're second in the table or third for the most points against the top 6
okay.
away from home.
Ooh. Slightly when you say that now, you do fancy Palace not like you're not surprised when they do their little bookie thing.
They've had I think it's a couple back-to-back decent performances at Old Trafford that I remember. Then there's the
When you think about it, they don't give any top 6 team an easy game.
Mm-hmm. So you think that based on that, they can actually build a little bit more.
If they get the belief,
Jess, you seem like you have
go on.
a counter.
Crystal Palace for top 6. Relying on Scott Dan, James McCarthy,
Listen, mate.
James MacArthur, Wayne Hennessy, Conor Wickham still on the books. This is the team you think are going to get in the top 6.
I said
Gary
if they
Cahill.
got investment,
Yeah, Eze is a start.
Kristen Benteke,
they get investment, Jess.
Mishi Batshuayi.
Sorry, lads. Breaking news here. Sorry, someone had to be the one to do it. Someone had to be the one to do it. Yeah.
There's
Oi.
a new elephant in the room.
Sorry.
We've tried.
Right. Like,
we tried.
like, I'll be honest with you, lot. So
He weren't listening for the last 2 minutes.
I have been holding it down. POP. Listen. So we're here. We're recording live, and we've got the Arsenal Aston Villa game on, and McGinn scored early on, and it was ruled out. But we kept our composure. We kept it.
Ever the professionals.
We just cracked on. But now, Aston Villa has scored for a second time, and this one actually does stand. Who was it? Was it Trezeguet?
Saka on goal.
It was Saka on goal.
Trezeguet would have scored.
Did you see the football before?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Not all bad.
yeah.
They got something going on there, man.
Guys, let's
That
read it
little
back in,
midfield.
all right? Let's read it back in.
Yeah,
Yeah,
focus.
yeah.
So yeah, we're gonna move on. Yeah, Leeds will probably assume they'll be okay. Just a little blip, but we will be keeping an eye on it because when you put the best manager in the league shout out there,
Yeah.
we need to be held accountable. Moving on to Chelsea versus Sheffield United, a comfortable win for a team that appear to have clicked. The loss leaves Chris Wilder's men bottom of the table without a win after 8 games. They've scored 4 goals all season and have leaked 14.
Just
Scorch, me and you spoke yesterday briefly.
wait.
What's going on here?
Why have you?
We spoke
Wow.
briefly on their attacking issues. Do we think the task at hand is too big for young Ryan Brewster?
Right. First of all, I want to say I had Chris Wilder as my second. I had Chris Wilder down as my second best manager. You know what? I was having such a hot streak. I called
You
so
were
many
winning.
things right. And then Chris Wilder, this is what you want to do. Okay, cool. So this is a situation. This is the actual situation that we're in. Chris Wilder has decided not to evolve. That's basically
So what is he now? Pokemon? Is that what you
Yeah.
said?
he's
I don't
going
just-
that way.
He's
He's
reversing.
yeah, he's not kicking on. He decided, right, do you know what I need, yeah? I need he's looked at his team and he's seen where he can strengthen. Like one of the easiest places he thinks he can strengthen, which would be up top. And he went for Ryan Brewster, who is a player that I've heard of.
unproven.
Yeah, I've heard of him.
Did get the shots of Starboy, so he was in the shots with Saka. He was in there with Foden, mentioned with your Greenwoods and Ryan Brewster. Liverpool fans put him forwards with Curtis Jones as their Starboy.
Yeah, but this is the problem though, Dan. For me, all of those players, like, and maybe this is a section of the game that I don't particularly pay too much attention to. But all of those players, like, I come to know about those players because they were on my screen playing cold in the Premier League. Like, I heard stuff about Greenwood. I don't care about what you do playground football
Under
with the
21s,
kids and
under-
that.
yeah,
I don't
under
care
23s,
about. I
Premier League too.
genuinely don't care. Like, and I'm not saying that makes like you can't be good or whatever. Of course, it's probably an indication that you're good, but I couldn't care less. And then so now he's here with the adults, and the few times I'd seen him, I wasn't really seeing the stuff that I'd heard. Like when I saw Greenwood, I was like, "Raw, what's that?"
Skingman.
You know, some real,
He made you sit up and listen, kind of thing,
said-
as opposed to being told.
oh, what's that? You get me? And the same with Saka, but Saka wasn't one. I remember seeing Saka, I think in the FA youth stuff, but same again. He was playing exactly how he's playing now, then, except I don't care about that. When you're playing against fully grown adults, professionals that are doing their thing, I care about this. And then so, I just look at the recruitment at Sheffield. It's like you've approached the new season with the same system, but then you got one or two players that aren't on board the way they were on board before. Lundstrom seems like he's leaving.
Gonna turn down the contract offer, it seems.
Yeah, Ollie
Gone.
Norwood is not starting every game. I feel like they miss what he
Ollie.
offers. Like, he offers the balance for me.
Yeah.
And I just feel like a massive part of their success last season was being together.
Yeah.
And they're all on the same page. And I look and I'm watching Rhian Brewster, and I'm lip reading him swearing, saying, "Fuck's sake, this is long. This is not what
You're saying what he was. It's what he was born to do. He was at Chelsea when he was younger, and then he's at Liverpool, and there was like big hope and big plans. Yeah.
They've lost belief. It looks like
Yeah.
they've lost that. What is it?
They're starting to doubt themselves. You can
Yeah,
see it.
before they used to just go against every team 100 miles per hour. Now you can see doubt in their heads
Yeah.
now.
Don't you think as well when they last year in the Premier League they may have just caught teams cold, the unknown quantity.
Yeah.
There's a lot of that going on.
Because everybody understands, even like man understand their system, but whereas in the champ, you might not necessarily have the players at your disposal to execute your plan to nullify what Sheffield can offer. This is the Prem. This is different.
Unlimited resources.
Unlimited tech.
There's cold man you've never heard of, like Ralph Hasenhüttl.
Yeah, big rough.
Yep.
We
Like-
never mentioned rough.
Not once.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's cold man like that will just lock off your day. See your little cold thing that you got going on that was super cold last year.
Nah.
Yeah. Let me lock that. Let me stop that for you now.
They're missing, I guess, John Fleck, defender Jack O'Connell, who they think might be out for the rest of the season.
Ooh.
Played 33 games for them last year. Lys Mousset as well, the one who used to play at Bournemouth. He was their top scorer last year and hasn't
They
featured.
should have got King. Why did they not get King?
Bro, I
they went
don't
and
understand.
spent 25 on Brewster. He's unproven in the Prem.
I feel like when you hear like them kind of decisions, they feel like they're not from the manager.
It's probably above
It's
him.
got to be a business kind of decision. Like why would you do that? Because now
There's probably
you're
more
bottom
resale
of the
value.
league.
Yeah, like say you go for a Brewster and it does click. Spend 25 million on him.
you're flipping.
If it does click, yeah.
Yeah.
Whereas I don't
Even
know.
if you're not, you still might you know if we play him enough.
yeah, someone will buy him. Yeah, young English international. Yeah, I think it's looking tough for Sheffield United. Big a few fixtures coming up for them. They got West Ham after the international break, West Brom, Leicester, Southampton, Man United and Brighton. I can't see them picking up a lot of points there, especially against your Leicesters, Southampton, United. So the games against West Ham at home, West Brom and Brighton are massive.
six
and that takes them
pointers.
up to December.
Random one. Did Chelsea look better without Havertz?
Yep.
Or
And Mason.
did they look extremely good with Ziyech? Okay, guys, don't miss that out.
He
We're
put on
gonna
a-
get there.
yeah.
We're gonna
Yeah.
get there.
Ziyech yesterday put on a clinic, £37 million, I think it was.
Yeah.
Bargain.
Absolute snip. I also want to mention Tammy Abraham. He gets a fair bit of stick, which I think is unwarranted at times, considering his age, and I guess now he's on the back of his first season. But yeah, it looks like he's slowly finding his feet. But yeah, Ziyech.
What a player.
What's there to say?
From the Dutch
What's
school of
there to say?
Ajax.
What's there to say,
There's
mate?
not a lot to say.
Oh.
If it does continue to click like this, I think he could go on to be probably their star signing of the season.
been knocking
And
on the
Werner's
door for-
still scoring as well.
3 years Ziyech has been knocking on the door, but no one's wanted to take a gamble on him. I don't know if it's because of his
Why are they
size.
gonna gamble?
Yeah.
That's what I don't get. And this is another thing that frustrates me. I look at what Ziyech's doing,
Yeah.
and I'm like, I know like totally different, but I'm like, why is Ollie not playing Van der Beek? Because I look at Ziyech and I see the things that I've already seen him do.
Yeah.
And I look at Donny, the brief times he's on the pitch, and I'm seeing him do the things I've seen him do in the Champions League. I don't really care about what man do in the Eredivisie.
Yeah.
And I'm like, raw. Because, like, I know I'm a Tottenham fan, but I'm a fan of football first. When we got dope players in the league, I want to see them. I do want to see them. Mendy conceded his first goal as well.
Madness.
Yes,
Get him out.
he
Get him out.
was rivaling Peter Cech. in terms of starts and clean sheets. Thiago Silva again.
Is Thiago Silva bringing something, or is he just getting through?
It's just vast amounts of. I think it's vast amounts of quality and experience.
He started
calm and influence.
He started doing because at first his first couple performances, I wasn't seeing the Thiago Silva that I knew, and that's just me being real. But he's growing. Like he's passing in this game. He was doing little passes and that, and I was like,
I'm seeing things that he became well known for.
And then headers.
It's a worrying prospect, Chelsea, at the minute. Let us know, are they title contenders? Sheffield United, can you see them turning it around? Can you see them spending in Jan? Because I can't, personally. Moving on to what was billed as the game of the weekend. And we get this a lot. Games get kind of talked up prior to them kicking off. It's Man City versus Liverpool. That finished just before we went live on air. Thoughts on it? SB, impressed with what you saw? Will the kind of Prem champion be one of those two, or does that open the door?
I think it opens the door, you know. I think we're going to open title this season. That game anyway, that was a good result for everyone, I believe.
Yeah.
Do you think Klopp kind of lost his bottle a bit, in that he didn't want to drop Firmino, but he knew he had to start Jota?
Nah, because you know why you can't say that? He set up like that away from home, and he didn't need to.
Yeah.
Was it a 4-4-2?
It was on paper. It was 4-2-2-2, but when they were defending and towards the end of the game, it was more of a 4-4-2.
At points in that first half, it was a 4-2-4.
Yeah,
they was going sick.
Yeah, it was I think a good advert. You know, Rio Ferdinand always says it when there's like a 7-7 game. He'll say it's a great advert for the Prem, which I'm not always sure it is. No. But that was a good advert for the Prem. I think
so.
The
first
quality
half,
was
first half was mad. Yeah, someone was on the way up listening to Radio 5 Live, and they compared it to filet mignon steak in the first half and corned beef hash in the second.
Do you know what though? Guardiola was getting the better of it in the second half though. I don't know actually. Maybe that's a push. I just think the game started to become
missed penalty
more
though.
competitive. Yeah.
Yes,
yeah.
KDB missed the penalty.
Yeah.
Probably wouldn't bank on that.
Why is he what
dragged?
Am I going mad? Yeah. I know he had no. I was gonna say he looked a bit off it, but that's wrong. That's actually wrong. He just didn't.
Bag
it.
Yeah, didn't bag. I wouldn't say he excelled today or stood out. But yeah, definitely weren't expecting a KDB missed penalty.
Do you know what I feel when I'm looking at City? And I didn't used to feel like this before. I'm like, when things aren't going their way, I'm like, I don't see who's gonna turn it. Like I don't see like who's coming off the bench to swing the game or make them do some or even play in a different way. It's like they're very, very stuck with they got a certain profile of player, and it's like even like when Bernardo Silva came on today,
the forgotten man. I was thinking like, where has this guy been? And like, he can't really get a game. Ferran Torres, I know it's early in his Man City career tenure, and it was much of a muchness. Like there was huffing and puffing.
I feel confident in saying this. One thing I feel absolutely certain of is City are not moving forward. That's one thing I'm sure of.
That's a
and the real question is,
place to arrive at.
Are those around them moving forward? Because if they are,
then if you net it out, they're moving backwards.
It starts getting interesting.
Mm-hmm. Oh
wow! Sorry.
Yeah. Wow. I think there weren't many chances. Gabriel Jesus started in place of Aguero.
What a goal!
Was missing.
Yeah.
Did he mean that touch?
He did.
We're going did.
He did.
But then he missed the open head.
He 100. You got to think about it. He's let that ball come into his body.
Yeah.
And then gone that way.
I think it's good adaptation. I think he's meant to chop it,
and he's not closed the foot.
But yeah. But because of his reactions and him being like a bit of a poacher, I think he's just like improvised and made it work. But I think that's a really, really good goal. But I think where he'll fall short and where people will really judge him is that second chance, the header.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah.
and he ended up missing.
That's Aguero.
Yeah. I question for Jess. At City, do you ever think you'll see the day where Jesus is City's number 9?
No, because I still believe that any half decent striker at City will get you goals. Put Callum Wilson at City,
Goals.
Put the best striker in the Premier League at City, Chris Wood from Burnley. No, joking, no, but put any half decent striker at City.
Wait, Chris Wood's bad goals.
Double,
No, he
double
would.
digits.
Yeah.
What?
Crosses.
Bad goals, yeah.
Consistently double
That's the
digits.
thing. And if City were to buy another big name striker, let's say Aguero retires and you had Jesus and let's say,
Felix.
come on. Now.
Sorry, I just wanted to say João Felix. Sorry.
Yeah, yeah. I don't see him as the number one long term.
Fair play. Yeah, I saw a stat before the game, and I think he scored. I think it's 70 goals in 155 appearances.
His stats are cold, you know.
I think
I see something about
impressed.
like youths his age, yeah,
yeah.
or up to his age. Like
Mhm.
he's outperforming
clear.
them by quite.
Mhm.
But the eye test,
The eye test, and I think there have been a few examples of him getting his chance when Aguero's been out, and him just failing to take it a bit.
everybody forgets as well, you know. Like when he come, he had a mental chance when Aguero was fit. Like Aguero
he
wasn't playing.
Pep was not favouring
Yeah.
Aguero. at
Remember,
that
there was
point,
all that talk about Aguero leaving, and then
Uh-huh.
Aguero had to adapt his game.
See him
Remember?
getting subbed off and walking past Pep and
a
Pep
bit-
chasing him to explain the decision.
Remember when he did the mad thing and he pushed off my like there was all that
Yeah.
stuff going on.
Big
so,
Kun. Big Kun.
but Kun is back.
Yeah, I think Jesus, he takes that second chance and then he really, really puts himself on the map.
So
But
wait, sorry, can I just ask? So who are we saying of Pep and Klopp? Who got the better of the game?
Pep in my eyes.
I feel Pep.
I'd go Klopp, considering it is not his favoured first 11. He's missing bigger names.
Based on that,
And he did that away from home.
I'll go Klopp.
And
too.
he
They
didn't
both,
lose.
they both are though. Van Dijk's missing. Aguero's missing. So they're both missing important
Fabinho.
players. Oh yeah, no, Fabinho as well. Yeah, he's happy with the point, ain't he?
I think he'll take it. And he's crowbarred Firmino in to keep him happy. as well.
Hey, where's Shaqiri come back from?
Oh, hey.
It's mad.
Fam, he keeps getting games.
Yeah,
What's
you would have thought that he probably would have got loaned out or gone on a little
Not bad
deadline
player.
day deal, deadline day deal, and he's ended up staying. And he's kind of he's getting minutes again. We're gonna move on to a game I don't really want to speak about, man, because it's just my heart aches when I
Who's-
just
what
get
game is this?
flashbacks.
Who's this?
We're gonna talk about
This is a sick now.
West Ham Fulham yesterday.
Oh,
Jail time.
A resurgent Fulham who got their first win of the season.
wait, sorry, what's it? You say jail time?
Jail time.
Jail time.
Let's cut straight to it, okay?
Oh yeah.
Lookman.
Prison.
Look, man.
Prison.
The thing is, this is why I hate penalties. You've seen players take terrible penalties that go in. You know the ones you put just the keeper's left, but he goes the other
Goes
side.
the other way, yeah.
And the commentator always says,
If he went the other way.
no, he always says, gave the keeper the eyes. No. You've all heard it before. No, he didn't give him the eyes. Keeper just guessed wrong. Okay. If it's a big if. Had who was it? Fabianski. Had Fabianski gone the other way, we'd be singing his praises this morning.
But.
That's the thing about penalties.
No,
But,
but.
he didn't.
I'm trying to defend the boy. Please.
It's the last minute.
let me
Jess.
defend the
The
boy.
last minute.
The
of-
94th minute, Jess.
and you're on a relegation scrap against a relegation
Fighting
side.
for your lives, bro.
Wait, let me explain. Hold on. He's holding a hammy injury as well. People don't know that. Look, man.
on his stronger foot.
On his strong-
Oh yeah, SB gave us a little.
He's taken this
Bit of trivia.
penalty on his weaker foot. No, so he's taken his penalty in the last minute on his weaker foot. Not only that, he tried to dink it on his weaker foot. I don't know if he's had a change of mind when he was running
Uh-huh.
up to the ball, and I don't know about criminal.
Joe,
Gel.
That's a jail team.
How has he gone back in the changing room after
No,
that?
the worst thing is as well, yeah, it was 0-0. West Ham get a late goal, yeah, and then you get a chance to get a point back, and you do that.
Yeah.
Mate.
You know what?
Mate.
Do you know what's crazy for me? Yeah, is Fabianski's gone committed
He's
to the
had
next
time.
thing. Yeah,
He's had to go.
and then he's clocked. Oh, raw! Like
The ball's there.
We're still live.
He's done a little. Fab, he's done a little double dribble. Like,
Yeah.
bro, it was nuts. Like
Crazy.
Fabianski
He's dived.
couldn't believe.
Couldn't believe it.
Like, you know, as a goalie, when you make your move, generally speaking, unless it's like with your legs or something,
Mhm.
once you make your move, if the ball is going anywhere other than there, you're wrong. It's all a myth. What you can't usually do is be going one way, going to your right, and then saying, "Oh, rah, I'm gonna catch the ball over here."
I think I saw him send a text as well in between.
Bro, it was crazy.
He looked like raw, and he just went, "Oh, thank you."
Like, it was nuts. I see Bearman as well. Like, Bearman, I see Ben Rama, yeah. Ben Rama, like,
Oh my god, hugging him,
giving him the
Yeah,
miss.
that's it.
I was
Yeah.
thinking, raw, the man in my dealing with him nice.
Yeah.
Then I clocked Ben Rama
Ben
gave
Rama
away the
gave
pen.
away.
It was more of a thank you.
He's
yeah.
not a nice guy.
So we're saying there's no forgiving that.
Parker looked like he wanted to go mental when he was
Parker
having the
came out
interview.
and said you can't take a penalty like that. You got to score. 98th minute, you're Fulham. Every point counts. Cool. It says a lot about the man, I think.
Ballsy.
I don't think him being at Fulham is going to be the peak of his career. I think he pushes on further than that in his career, and this will be water under a bridge. But I think it goes to show how much confidence and how much he believes in his ability. Yes, he missed, but I think it's a good insight into the player.
Do you know what? Yeah, you say that, yeah, but I'm a little bit concerned that Lookman could become a nearly guy. Like, when you look at it, yeah, when you look at it, man, fucking Everton, when in that time frame there, that's kind of would have been perfect for a young player to come through and do their thing.
Very right.
It, for whatever reason, it didn't happen. Leipzig, we know that that's a spot. Like,
you can really get it jumping over there.
you can build up your thing off of the back of that. It never, it didn't quite happen again. He's here at Fulham. Like, I'm concerned. Like, I'll tell you what, I'm
He
concerned.
has been their best player when
I
in
know.
open
Yeah.
play, and
But I'm just putting it out there.
It's
I'm
something
not
to-
saying that I don't think it. I'm just saying, at the moment, that's past his prologue, bro.
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
and what's that? What was that guy's name? That was from. I think he would come from Real Madrid. He was at Real Madrid, and then he went to. Was it Everton? He had like
Royston Drenthe.
Western Trent.
Oh my god.
What a
Nah,
guy.
nah, I'm not saying. I'm not,
What a guy.
no, I'm
Please,
just
no.
saying he was someone that was in and around, and then I don't know where he's now.
Yeah.
He don't play football. He doesn't play
He's
anymore.
retired. He
He's
plays
retired, yeah.
Sunday League.
Yeah, look, man, I need because look, from Fulham when they get relegated, because they're gonna get relegated, and you're gonna have to make a move because you've played for Everton, you played for Leipzig. What you don't go and do now is go play in the champ. I'm pretty sure.
That's not
So
part of the plan.
when he does make this next move, which I foresee, I could be wrong, and
Yeah.
they could stay in the league. They could win the Prem. Who knows? I doubt it. Yeah. The next move he makes is like,
Yeah.
you could
We
end
can't-
up lost
I don't
in the
know if we can-
mist.
Yeah, we can't say make or break at his age.
No, but it
Uh,
could be significant to his career, bro.
Yeah.
I don't want to dwell on the Lookman thing, but last night my pal called me and said that penalty has all the hallmarks of a player that's playing for himself. And based on what you just said about this just being a stopgap for him, maybe he knows it. He knows like I'm bigger than, in his mind, I'm bigger than Fulham. And for me, this is just a stopgap till I go to my
It's a loan, isn't it, as well, isn't it? This
Yeah,
one with
it's a-
Fulham.
it's a
Or
loan,
is it
yeah.
alone?
It's a loan, I think, from Everton. It is because he got loaned from Everton to Leipzig. I think he did. Did he?
Yeah,
I thought
think-
that was a permanent.
I
so,
thought
right.
I thought the Leipzig move was
Permanent.
I thought so too.
but I think the Fulham one was alone. But either way, he has gone onto his Instagram account, as you do nowadays as a professional footballer.
As you do.
He said, after yesterday's mistake, I take full responsibility and onus for it. To my teammates, manager, and the supporters, I vow to put the next one in.
Oh,
Is
I
that
will not let one failure hold me back. That's my guy.
no?
I like
He
it.
I
said
like
the
that.
next
I like
one. Like he's so when that next penalty is awarded, which will be in the next fixture because there's
He's-
like 6 penalties
Wait.
a game, he's gonna grab the ball.
Mitrovic is actually their penalty taker.
Wasn't on the
Yeah.
pitch.
and was he not on the pitch?
No.
Wasn't on the
Oh, okay.
Mitro's
that
had a
would've been
horrible. Mitro's had a
That
That
would have
horrible
been bottling right there.
Has he not? He's not scored in like 6 games.
Nah, Mitro's struggling.
He's struggling.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie. I thought he was like 30.
Is this him? Yeah.
I thought he was the guy.
Mitro,
Yeah,
Mitro's not.
I think the championship just
Yeah.
got too much into him.
Yeah, armchair gaffers at home. What would you do to Lookman in the changing room? What would you say to him? Would you be upset? Do you think it's a sign that he's a top player, or there's a top player in there? Let us know. And yeah, big up West Ham again.
Sneaky,
Quietly,
sneaky.
just getting on with it.
Getting
Yeah.
by.
It's getting
I
by.
think
Let me
Moyes is
see.
gonna get a contract
Are
extension.
we gonna actually speak about the table?
We got time?
I don't know. I'm just saying because
Yeah.
I'm seeing some stuff in the table. That's
Tell us what you're seeing quickly.
Tottenham are second.
Late winner, Harry Kane
Yeah, nothing special about that. Southampton though.
went top on Friday.
They're still about. Like everyone's played now. Like everyone's played. Like it's not everybody's on 8 games. Southampton are 4th.
Yeah,
Mm.
as the table stands, Aston Villa, Arsenal still to play out as we're recording. But yeah, as it stands, we've got Leicester on top with 18 points, Tottenham 17 points. Again, kind of quietly getting away with their work and cracking on.
Wait a
Kane
minute.
again.
Wait a minute. Man United's in 14th.
Yes,
Mhm.
game in hand.
Game in hand. Takes them up to. Alright, cool.
Yeah.
But this is the other thing as well. We're so excited about Everton. We played 8 games, and I'm looking at the table, and Everton look exactly where they
need
usually
to
are.
be. Yeah,
Yeah.
Number 7th, chilling. 16 goals scored,
winning the Everton
14
Cup.
goals
Winning
conceded.
the Everton Cup again.
Middling.
So yeah, that wraps up our Premier League results show. Stay tuned and click onto the next video tomorrow. And yeah,
Are we not going to speak about the fantastic 0-0 at Brighton and Burnley? No?
Nah.
Okay,
Nah.
never mind.
Worth it, yeah. We'll ask your mates about it. But yeah, that was our Premier League roundup. Catch you on the next vid.